It is golf's unofficial fifth major. It is the home of the PGA Tour. It is 18 of the most diabolical holes ever strung together. It is visually intimidating. It is narrow fairways. It is water at every turn. But for the player who outlasts all others, it is the richest prize in golf. It is the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. For over 4 decades, this has been the home of the PGA Tour and the site of its flagship event as we bring you opening round coverage of the Players. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. So a beautiful Thursday here at TPC Sawgrass, and what a weekend we have in store. As we take a look at our featured golfer, the rookie, that played reasonably well last week at Bay Hill, made the cut, got some good experience. But this, Frank, this is a different test altogether.
When you look at the field, Rich, it is stacked from top to bottom, from that first tee-off time to the last. I mean, this is the who's who of golf. So if you're a rookie and this is your first experience at the deep water, so to speak, then you get to feel it straight away. But just remember, 4 rounds at Bay Hill, that's a tough golf course. And this is a more strategic get-it-and-play golf course. Don't get ahead of yourself. Never know. Might be 2 good weeks in a row.
Our rookie golfer making that first appearance in the prestigious Players' Championship. Nota Begay III is with us. You've been there. Note of the Players, not a major by name, but we all know how significant it is. And this is really the first big test of the youngster's maiden voyage, first season on the PGA Tour. What's this one like?
Well, if a young player wants to find out what their game looks like on the toughest venues, in the toughest tournaments, come to the Players' Championship. It's going to test every facet of their game, and they will, at week's end, know where they stand in contrast to the rest of the players in the world.
Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at even par. A fine Thursday as we get rolling in this Players' Championship. The course in pristine condition. Frank, we hear so much about this golf course being one that favors accuracy over distance. Is that fair to say?
It is. Often we use the phrase, it favors no one. And I think that's the hardest part of the golf course. There's no stereotypical type winner here at TPC Sawgrass. It really is a good blend of just finding position on some holes. Then the longer hitters, well, they can take advantage. The new 12th hole, for example, the drivable par 4. There's some tweaks in the golf course, but still, they expose everybody long and short. And that's the beauty and, in some respect, the pain of this golf course.
Okay, that will work its way out to the fairway, but it's going to leave a fairly lengthy approach coming up. Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance. Oh, that is a really good putt. Got it to throw out the anchor right near the hole. That's well done. that finished off for par here with the second, and he'll remain right where he is. Now to the par 3 third, 177 yards. Not overly difficult if you hit the proper shot off the tee, get it to the right quadrant on this green. Without question, you can walk out of here with a deuce, with a birdie. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
And he's got to be happy where this ball went up. Just slightly uphill, looks almost dead straight.
Just a touch firm there. That'll be about 3-4 feet coming back. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. This is really a fun hole here at TPC Sawgrass. A lot of excitement, a lot of action. A short par 4. The fourth is only 384 yards. The trouble here on that second shot, you can see the water in front. If you're not accurate, you misjudge the distance, you can pay a stiff price. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
This one should cut pretty hard to his left. It's for birdie. Hit a good putt there. Maybe didn't quite break as much as he wanted it to, and it leaks by to the right. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain right where he is. Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way really to avoid bunkers, left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
And that one not straight enough. It's going to work its way into the bunker.
They'll need to get all of this one. 200 yards, the second shot.
Well, lesson there, I think, is if you find the bunker, you're just asking for trouble. Short of the green and a lot of work to do to salvage par.
And that flop shot was actually a little bit of a flop. Comes up way short.
He has a 12-footer here.
Yes, perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll stay right where he is. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 sixth. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's two bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot.
Now, gotta manage the pine straw here with his second. Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the sixth, and he'll remain at 4 under. A final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just 2 back at day's end.
Makes that second round even more important, Rich. Don't want to get too adrift come moving day.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, It's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Shane Lowry is on top. He sits at 10 under par. So let's get out and join the fray as we pick things up on the tee at the par 5 11th. Frank, day 2 here at TPC Sawgrass. We've been talking about our featured golfer and just how interested we are in seeing if they can improve on that tremendous first day. A day that found them up near the top of the leaderboard in their first ever appearance at this great championship.
They certainly took us by surprise, Rich. We looked at the favourites coming in, and that wasn't a name we were all talking about. But having seen the performance on day 1, tee to green, fantastic golf, and good short game prowess, and putted well on a brand new set of greens for them, really. So I'm intrigued on what day 2 brings, because could you say lack of experience? All they have to do is replicate what they did on day 1.
Well, no one better to assess this situation than Nota Begay III, who came through the Korn Ferry Tour to win twice as a rookie on the PGA Tour. And Nota, our featured player here in contention early. Now, granted, it's just a Friday, but you start to get the sense that some of that success in the lower levels, the amateur days, could pay big dividends here.
Yeah, if you just take a look at this player's pedigree, it's blue chip. Great success at the collegiate and amateur levels, but this is the PGA Tour. You've got to go out there. You've got to continue to press forward. Looking good early on the Friday, but we got a long way to go to the end.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at par 5.
This is an 11-foot putt.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Here now, the 12th hole at the TPC Sawgrass. It's a 358-yard par 4, so short on the card, Frank, but obviously a challenge. What's the key here?
Once again, trying to find that right position on the fairway, and that's down the right side. Anything down the left, that mound is going to block your view.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second. Well, it's on, but that's going to make things difficult from there. This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain one shot back. Next up, the treacherous 481-yard par 4 14th. Narrow fairway bunker and a lateral water hazard running along the left side and large, deep grass bunkers down the right. Accuracy is paramount here if you're going to get out of here with a par. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot now, and has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub. That's well played, and now a good look at birdie. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he's going to stay two back. So for our featured golfer, Frank, they're in good position here for the weekend. Just a couple of shots back of our leader.
Basically, it's just birdie, bogey, and they're tied. I think that's the way we've got to look at it come tomorrow.
So that's a wrap for all of us at EA Sports. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. The Stanford man, Maverick McNeely, is our leader. He's currently at 13 under. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Frank, it's day 3 here at the one and only Players Moving Day, as it's known. And as we look at our featured player in contention heading into the weekend, there's some big names on that leaderboard, but right now, hanging tough.
They certainly are. The type of golf that's required, Rich, you and I both know. Pete Dye, he wanted to test you physically, technically, and, of course, mentally. That's the big challenge. They've come through in flying colours the first 2 days, but today it's a little bit more of a mental challenge. What I would advocate is don't look at the leaderboard so much today. Saturday, it could be a long, drawn-out day, so just worry about your own golf.
So a fine Saturday here, Frank, and we start to think about what this weekend might hold in store for our featured golfer in the hunt here on the first page of the leaderboard, looking for that golden goose, a first PGA Tour win, and all that goes with it. In terms of nerves, I would have to think this is the most pressure-filled situation this young golfer has ever faced.
Without doubt, Rich. I think if you follow the maturation process, though, when you first turn pro, a new golf course every week, that takes a little bit of time to get used to. Now you start to see your name on the leaderboard. So if you follow the trend, this is where they should be.
Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really 2 good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
They call that position A. That's going to be right down the middle.
Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
Ball coming downhill from the top side of the hole, but shouldn't be that much break in it.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, safely in for his par, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. This is a fun hole, starting this closing stretch. They call it the gauntlet here at TPC Sawgrass, par 5 at 523 yards. You think back some of the great moments. Freddie Couples making eagle here. Davis Love through the trees in the rain suit on his way to victory. And then Craig Perks in one of the all-time upsets, chipping in here at the par 5. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway.
Good second shot. That last bounce, a little unlucky, but still that third shot sits up rather nicely into this par 5.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he gets it to 2 under for his round. 11 under now for the tournament. Frank, it's the moment that makes it tough, isn't that right?
Yeah, you've made that walk from 16 green. It's 80 yards to the tee here. So as you walk along, and if your eyes venture to the right, you see it all in front of you. You see the crowd behind, and you realize this is the shortest par 3 on the golf course. But you also, if you think a little too hard, everything that you've seen over the years flashes through your mind.
No. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he's going to remain at 10 under. Now to one of the most spectacular finishing holes in golf. 462-yard par 4 18th at TPC Sawgrass. Water guarding the entire left side of the fairway. Mounds and trees lining the right, as picturesque and difficult as they come. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second. "15 feet away." Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he's going to drop back to -9. Frank, our featured golfer, 4 shots back heading to Sunday. I mean, we see deficits like that disappear all the time. What do they need to do tomorrow?
One of the advantages
4 decades ago, this was swampland, a seemingly ordinary tract of land, no different from any other in this section of Florida. Today, this land will be anything but ordinary. Today, it will test the finest golfers in the world, eager to claim the sport's richest prize. This is the final round of the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live final round coverage of the Players. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. And by the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. The Stanford man, Maverick McNeely, is our leader. He's got it to 14 under par. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15. All right, let's tap the expertise and experience of Nota Begay III, who won 4 times on the PGA Tour and twice as a rookie. So Nota, you've been there in contention on a Sunday. How do you battle the nerves in a spot like this?
Well, it's nearly impossible to battle those nerves, Rich. What you have to do is process that energy, and you process it in a positive fashion by taking that energy and putting it into the parts of your game that are working well for you. A strong mindset, a strong commitment to the shots that you're selecting is what's going to give you the best chance to succeed.
And it will be fascinating to see how they do process all of that and how they fare ultimately in their quest to win their first ever PGA Tour event as a rookie. Sunday in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, final round of the Players. And Frank, no matter what happens today, it has been a tremendous run for our featured golfer here, the young rookie playing this event for the first time and up on the first page of the leaderboard with a chance to put a number up there and do something special.
And once you put a number up at the Players' Championship with all that water in play, it really does start to mean something more here than any other golf course. If they can just get through there, and as you just said, Rich, post a number, then you imagine what the leader's going to feel like when they've got all those dangerous holes to finish and your score is already posted.
Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. But the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. This one just about straight at it for eagle. Some days you just can't miss, and this is one of those days. What a putt there as he'll walk away with an eagle. Everyone who's been there will tell you the walk from 16 green to 17 tee is one of the nervier walks you will ever make in this sport, and for good reason.
4 decades ago, this was swampland, a seemingly ordinary tract of land, no different from any other in this section of Florida. Today, this land will be anything but ordinary. Today, it will test the finest golfers in the world, eager to claim the sport's richest prize. This is the final round of the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live final round coverage of the Players. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 1 entering play. We get out to the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 3 17th. Frank, what a story it has been all week long, the best in the world here at Ponte Vedra Beach for this Players' Championship. But it has been the rookie who's stolen the show through 3 rounds, trying to become a first-time winner on the PGA Tour. And oh, by the way, trying to do it in the Tour's flagship event.
They're trying to do a Craig Perks, because that's exactly what happened to Craig. He hadn't won on the PGA Tour, and his maiden win came at the Players. But, you know, when I look back at the week so far, Rich, I thought Thursday might have been a fluke. Friday, I'm starting to become a believer. Saturday, I'm like, well, I see some real talent, so I'm going to watch today. I really am.
Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he's got to claim a pivotal 2-shot lead with just 1 hole left to play. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. Well, this is a big spot. Nota Begay III is familiar with this kind of position, having won twice as a rookie on the PGA Tour. How in the world did you not win Rookie of the Year honors that season? Carlos Franco at the age of 36 was Rookie of the Year, Nota?
Yeah, Carlos put together a great year. And Rich, don't worry. I don't think about it much. Only every day that ends in Y. But you come out to the PGA Tour and you have to deal with an elevated type of pressure. Not everybody can handle it. You go out there, you do the best to process, stick to your strategies, and try and execute for as long as possible.
Carlos, by the way, did have the superior mustache. As for our featured golfer, just curious what you think of the body language so far, because you're well aware, Nota, no matter how many tournaments you've won in the junior ranks or as an amateur in college, and you won your share alongside a certain TW at Stanford, this is a different kind of pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can certainly look at a player's body language and get a sense of just what their mindset is headed into that particular hole or set of holes. And in this particular instance, they're trying to process a different kind of pressure, the highest kind of pressure, PGA Tour pressure.
Just a tremendous week here on the first coast of Florida. Our featured golfer putting it all together. And they're going to be taking home that beautiful sterling silver trophy.
And just a big start to the year too, Rich. I mean, this is the first of the big championships this season. But to win around TPC Sawgrass, especially in that manner, thumbs up.
So that'll do it for my partner here in the tower, Frank Novello. For Nota Begay, Iona Stephen, and all our crew, Rich Lerner saying, we'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour.